Emperor Meiji of Japan, 1852–1912, once desired to consult a person known as Kuniyasu Sennin, 1860–1912. He tasked a messenger with visiting Kuniyasu at Gokancho, Kanda. Upon the messenger's arrival, only Kuniyasu's disciple was present, who then informed the messenger that Kuniyasu had already departed to meet with the emperor. When the messenger returned to the palace to relay this information to Emperor Meiji, the emperor responded, "Fumyō Kuniyasu Sennin has just left." This response left the messenger astounded, as Kuniyasu Sennin had seemingly foreseen the messenger's arrival and visited the palace beforehand. This is just one of the many astounding feats attributed to Kuniyasu Sennin, who is considered Japan's last Sennin. Throughout East Asia, including China, India, and Japan, the belief persisted in the existence of immortals, extraordinary beings who, through years of cultivation, achieved immortality, sustained themselves on minimal sustenance, and possessed various divine abilities, including the power of flight. A sennin is the Japanese equivalent of an immortal in Taoist traditions. Born as Fumyō Kuniyasu on July 23, 1860, in Fukagawa, Edo, now Fukagawa Shinohashi, Kotoku, Tokyo, Japan, he was the eldest son of Kamataro Kuniyasu, a samurai, and Fukujo. A series of tragedies befell him when Fumyō lost his mother at the age of 2, followed by his father's demise in the Hakodate War in 1868, leaving him orphaned at the tender age of 8. Following his parents' deaths, Fumyō was taken in by his uncle on his mother's side of the family, who operated a buckwheat noodle shop. There, he worked as a child apprentice. At the age of 10, Fumyō encountered an elderly man accompanied by 2 boys on November 8, 1870. The old man extended an invitation to Fumyō to join him in the immortal world for training, alongside the 2 other boys who would become his fellow brother disciples. The condition for this training was that he must assist others and amass virtue. Beginning at the age of 10 and spanning 12 years until he turned 23, Fumyō was frequently transported to the immortal world by the old man for rigorous training. As part of his arduous regimen, he eliminated rice from his diet at the age of 13, seafood, excluding fish, by age 15, and all meat and fish by age 17. By the time he reached 23, his sustenance consisted solely of fruits. His ascetic journey took him through 91 mountains across Japan, commencing with Nikko, progressing to Hakuda, and culminating with Kunimi. After undergoing further intensive training, Fumyō ultimately achieved the status of a sennin at the age of 25 and henceforth became known as Kuniyasu Sennin. Kuniyasu Sennin retained uncut hair that flowed down to his feet, bound in a hood-like fashion over his head. It is said that he led a celibate life and never indulged in sleep. Upon completing his ascetic training, Kuniyasu Sennin embarked on journeys among acquaintances for a period. During this time, he gained a reputation for healing various ailments and demonstrating divine powers. For instance, Kuniyasu Sennin could conjure shellfish and fish seemingly out of thin air, presenting them as gifts from the sea god. Furthermore, Kuniyasu Sennin would suddenly vanish before the eyes of onlookers, only to reappear moments later, astonishing them with yams freshly harvested from a distant mountain or an amulet acquired from the faraway Fumyō Shrine. One particularly intriguing episode underscores Kuniyasu Sennin's enigmatic abilities during the Russo-Japanese War. When asked about the war's progress, he responded, "I'm going to go see what's going on," and promptly disappeared. Upon his return, Kuniyasu Sennin reported that he had surveyed the battlefield through his spiritual vision, revealing a multitude of people in white kimonos alongside human soldiers, suggesting divine intervention. As foretold by Kuniyasu Sennin, Japan, despite its smaller size, emerged victorious over Russia, almost as if aided by a divine army. Another astonishing account comes from one of Kuniyasu Sennin's disciples, Senzaburo Kobayashi. Senzaburo had accompanied Kuniyasu Sennin to the homes of his followers in Hakuyoji. On their return journey, Senzaburo expressed concern, saying, "It's getting very late." Kuniyasu Sennin responded with a calm acknowledgement, saying, "I see," and continued to walk briskly. Suddenly, he instructed Senzaburo, "Please get ready." To Senzaburo's astonishment, in the next moment, they were already back in Tokyo. According to Senzaburo, as Kuniyasu Sennin uttered those words, his body appeared to levitate. When Senzaburo looked to his right, they were in Hakuyoji, but when he glanced left, they were in Tokyo. Another extraordinary episode in the life of Kuniyasu Sennin revolves around his purported ability to walk on water. On a specific occasion, Kuniyasu Sennin organized a large-scale memorial service for the deceased off the coast of Shinagawa. During this event, an unexpected mishap occurred when Kuniyasu Sennin accidentally fell into the sea, causing alarm among those in attendance. However, to the astonishment of all present, Kuniyasu Sennin proceeded to walk effortlessly on the surface of the water, all while wearing wooden clogs. This remarkable feat of walking on water was witnessed by a multitude of his followers who were on board 3 ships. It left such a profound impression that even the Japanese daily newspaper of that era, Jiji Shimpo, saw fit to document this extraordinary episode in an article. Kuniyasu Sennin had a keen interest in photography and was renowned for his ability to predict future events and offer photographic warnings to his devoted followers. One particular instance involved Kuniyasu Sennin providing a follower with a photograph depicting a man holding the muzzle of a gun to his throat. Tragically, this follower, who harbored a passion for hunting, met his demise when he accidentally shot himself in the throat while cleaning his firearm. Kuniyasu Sennin must have foreseen the impending tragedy, using the photograph as a warning to dissuade the follower from further hunting. Another notable episode underscores Kuniyasu Sennin's premonitory abilities. On one occasion, he presented his followers with a picture depicting the Ansei Great Earthquake, which transpired during the late Edo period. Mysteriously, Kuniyasu Sennin issued a warning, declaring, "Such a thing must not happen." However, despite his caution, on October 28, 1894, the Great Nobi earthquake struck, resulting in the tragic loss of 7,273 lives and the destruction of 80,000 homes. After leaving behind a multitude of captivating legends, Kuniyasu Sennin passed away peacefully at 4 p.m. on September 28, 1912, while seated in a seiza posture. Kuniyasu Sennin seemingly knew the date of his own passing. In preparation for this event, he instructed his disciples to capture photographs of him. On the day preceding his demise, he delivered a cryptic remark, stating, "Tomorrow you will be very busy." According to the book 100 Years of Maido, authored by Keiichi Kiin Matsui, the individual responsible for the construction of the Fumyō Shrine, Kuniyasu Sennin's disciples conducted an initial burial of his body. Later, as they commenced the construction work to erect a grave marker, they exhumed the soil in the cemetery once more. Strangely, they discovered that the coffin was unexpectedly light. Upon opening it, they were all astounded to find that Kuniyasu Sennin's body had vanished. Some of his followers hold the belief that Kuniyasu Sennin did not truly pass away but rather returned to the immortal world. In 1955, Kuniyasu Sennin was enshrined at the Fumyō Shrine, a Shinto Taikyo-affiliated shrine located in Minamiuonuma City, Niigata Prefecture.